Welcome to Mr. Ace Math. This lesson is on place values up to the hundredths place, and it includes diagrams to give you a better understanding of what place values are. You should make sure that you're comfortable with whole numbers before you start this lesson. So make sure you're good with that, and let's get started. So what exactly is it that we need to know about place values? Well, here's the most important thing. First of all, each place value can only be one digit. And the values of those digits go from 0 to 9. So 0 is one digit, 1 is one digit, 5 is one digit, 9 is one digit. And when a value goes over 9, it carries over to the next place value. So let's try and create a table. Place values help us to state the value of a digit. So let's start off with the number 0. 0 is in the ones place. Right next to the ones place is the tens place. And after the tens place is the hundreds place. So right now we have nothing here. There's nothing in this box below 0 because 0 means that we literally have nothing. But what if we change that to 1? Now we have a value of 1 square in the box. Because our ones place is 1, we literally have a value of 1. We have 1 small square there. If we have 2, we'll get 2 small squares. If we have 3, we'll have 3 small squares. 4, 4 squares. 5, 5 squares. And that goes on up to 6, up to 7, up to 8, 9. And now here's where it gets tricky. Now we're going to pass 9. We're no longer going to be in one place value. We're not going to be in just the ones. So if we put another box here, that's no longer 9. We now have 10. Okay, so this is now 10, and we have 110, so we're going to put it in the tens place. And every time we have a group of 10 just like this, we put it from the ones place into the tens place. Because each of these is a group of 10. Right now, we have one group of 10. How about the number 15? Well, in the number 15, we have one group of 10, which is already here, but we also have 5 small single squares. And this makes a total of 15. But what if I had 19? I'll have 1 in the tens place, and I'll have 9 small boxes, 9 single boxes by themselves. And here we go again. Let's say we go from 19 into 20. I just added another square there. That's going to make this 20 now. So this is now a group of 10. So what do? I take it from the ones place because it's no longer a single digit. I now take it and move it over to the tens place. Because now the number 20 has 2 tens and 0 ones. How about the number 53? Well, how many tens do I have? I have 5 tens. Right now I have 2, 1, 2, but I need 5, so I'll put 3, 4, and 5. And in my ones place, I have 3 single boxes, 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. And this here makes the number 53. But what if I decided to go all the way up to 99? Well, it's really just the same concept. I have a 9 in my tens place and a 9 in my ones place. Well, this means I need 9 groups of 10. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to put 6, 7, 8, 9. I now have 9 groups of 10. And for my ones place, I need to have 9 single boxes, 9 ones. 1, 2, 3. So I need to add some more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This here now makes up the number 99. But again, when we're going and adding beyond our digits, our place values here, it gets a little more complicated. If I add another single box, this is no longer the number 99. This now becomes the number 100. And this group of 10 now goes here. But now I've got 10 groups of 10. That makes it 100, and therefore that moves over to the hundreds place. This box here consists of 100 squares, and that's why it's in the hundreds place. Now what if I had the number 137? Well, let's start with our hundreds. In the number 137, I have one group of 100, which I have, so I'm good there. I need 3 groups of 10, so I'll place 3 groups of 10. 1, 2, 3. And in my ones place, I have 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are my 7 ones. And this all together makes the number 137. I've got 1 in my hundreds place, 1 group of 100. I've got 3 groups of 10, 1, 2, 3. And I've got 7 in my ones place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's try some more. So let's say I have these boxes in my hundreds place. Then what numerical value would I put here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 100, so I'll put a 4 here because I've got 4 groups of 100. And here, if I have nothing here in the tens place, what number would I put to represent nothing? Well, that's pretty simple. That's just 0 because there's nothing there. No groups of 10. And let's say in my ones place, I have this many ones. Well, what number would I put here? Well, let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Since I have 9 ones here, I would put a 9 in the ones place. And altogether, this makes the number 409. How about here? Well, let's start with the hundreds. I've got 1, 2, 3 groups of 100. Therefore, I'll put a 3 in the hundreds place. How about my tens place? Well, how many groups of 10 do I have? Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So since I've got 7 groups of 10s, I'll put a 7 in the tens place. And how about in my ones place? Well, I've got 1, 2 ones, therefore I'll put a 2 in the ones place. So therefore, altogether, these boxes give me the value of 372. Let's try one more. What number do you think these values represent? Well, let's start with the hundreds place. What would I put here? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hundreds, so I'll put a 7 in the hundreds place. How about my tens? How many groups of 10 do I have in my tens place? Well, that's pretty straightforward. There are 1, 2, tens. Therefore, I'll put a 2 in the tens place. And how about my ones place? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. So I'll put an 8 in the ones place. And that gives me my number 728. So here's your pause and practice. Just pause and practice. Hit the pause button, and when you're done, unpause the video, and followed by a 3, 2, 1 countdown, your answers will be displayed. Ready, set, go. So let's take a look at our answers. Number 1 is 330. Number 2 is 194. Number 3 is 202. Number 4 is 40. Number 5 is 996. And number 6 is 38. So what did we learn from this lesson? Each place value can only be one digit. The values go from 0 to 9. When a value goes over 9, it carries to the next place value. This tile represents the hundreds place value. This tile represents the tens place value. And this tile represents the ones place value.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And thanks for using Mr. Ace Math. Don't just pass math, ace it.